Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of, well, Emotes for BuBubbi. So, today we're gonna try and finish off basically everything that we've got so far. At least, like, there might be a couple of little touch-ups after the fact if Bob wants to turn around and be like, yo, I don't like this little bit over here. We can do that after the fact. But for the main 6 that we're doing, the idea is to finish them off today, which means I've got to plow through 3 today. Because we did 1 the first time, we did 2 yesterday, and hopefully we can get through these last 3 today. So I'm gonna go from the top down. So I've got Shocked open right now, and that's where we are gonna start for today, which means I'm gonna need to do some more paletting for the yellow in the background, but you know, that's minor issues. Hi Riches, welcome in. I hope you are having a wonderful day. So I'm immediately gonna open this. And I'm gonna chuck all of this into a red line, although I don't think all of it is red line. I think there are a couple of blank layers on this one by the look of it, but it's not worth figuring out which is which. Just chuck them all in here so that they're all together. Label my sketch. Hi Stella, welcome in. I hope you are having a great day today. And then we're going to come in with another group. So we've got some main points. We're going to have mouth, obviously. We're going to have some eyes on this. I should probably do this part off stream, but I always forget. And I'm gonna call one background if it will let me rename it. That was wild. I don't know what happened there. And those are our main points. I'll put the eyebrows in with the eyes as per usual. But those are our 3 main focuses on this one. And I'm immediately gonna come into the mouth and start on those parts. So we've got to grab this one, come into my inking pen, down to a 2 for our outline, and do a mirror because it should be even on both sides. Of course, we are going to have a little bit of coverage with the mustache, so any joining lines I'm going to hide in there. I'm going to take a look at that bottom line where it joins, and I don't like it. Should have it more rounded and less flat. Much better. Can come in and do our top line, which doesn't need to be anything special as long as it's joining together in the middle. Let's hide our red line. Looks good to me for now. I'm actually going to come in here and, much like some of the other ones, I'm going to steal a bit of this for in here. Oh, I don't know where that went. Why does it do this to me where it just disappears the thing that I'm trying to do? There we go. And for this one, I think actually I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna erase this because it doesn't come up too high. Don't feel like we're missing anything. By just getting rid of that line. And then underneath these, I want the interior for our mouth, and our palette has gone and hidden. So let's grab that back out. I can come in and colour in some of this. I'm gonna up this a little bit, just so we're covering more ground. Good to know, Riches. Good to know that you are doing well today. Okay, give her a full coverage. And then on top of that one, we have a tongue. I'm not going to get right up to the line, but I am going to give it some cover. Actually, no, we should do right up to the line straight away, really. Why not? Why wouldn't we? I feel like that was awful down in the corner. Perfect. Turn off a red line for a second and come in and do some cleanup. Actually, I want to turn off that and come in and make sure this is all the way to the edge. I'm gonna hide that one and come in with an eraser. Sure, 5 should be fine. Clean up some lines. And hide this one and clean this one up too. And basically, then we've already knocked out a mouth. Mouth done. Eyes. Let's put something in here. Let's grab this one again. We've got it on 5 right now. We can knock out a couple of eyebrows real easy. Grab us our circle tool. And come through and erase the parts we don't want. I actually kind of want to round out these corners a smidgen. Just a touch. Gonna hide my red line. I haven't decided whether I want to hide this eyebrow or not. I'm gonna leave it until I've done the rest of it and then see how I feel about it. I think the eyes are going to be the hardest part, so I think I'm actually going to move and do... Ooh, pressing all the wrong things. I think I'm going to move and do some background. Because that's going to be a little bit easier for me, because it's just going to be some curvy yellow lines. So I'm going to come and I'm going to grab a yellow. Not a dirty yellow. Like maybe a little bit orangey. Like as yellow as we can get this. I think I'm going to go predictive over using the circle tool for this. And I'm gonna go and hide the palette. Now this is going to be an interesting one, because I'm actually going to move the whole group down here. Just for now. Because obviously we're working underneath the base colour. I'm gonna hide the base so that we are a very odd looking image right now. And then I'm gonna come in and do some background. So let's see. I think we have a nice curved line here. I think I want this on like fully predictive, so we're getting some real curvy lines. I don't want anything touching the edge. Like I might get away with it up here because I can move the image down because we've got some empty space down here. But I don't want anything touching this edge. Gotta be careful on that one. Okay, we're doing all right so far. Now, getting this to join in the middle is probably going to be the awkward part. Keep it a little more like that. Now, how do we want to bring it in? I'm actually going to try and relatively keep these in around kind of order from bottom to top, so that if I have to come back and edit anything, I know which one's which. Sarah, keeping things organised for a good reason. Who would have known? Whoever would have guessed? Something like that, so it blends into the beard. Not gonna do the bottom. Learning from experience, yeah. The amount of times I've had to come through and like hide and unhide layers just to figure out which one is the part that I'm looking for. Too many times. Too many times. Now that I've done that, I can come and do some colouring. I did go slightly brighter yellow for what I'm colouring with, but basically no good reason. Mainly because it's easier to change this colour than it is the outline colour. So if I detest this, if I feel like there's too much green in it or something, I can always change this. Whereas the outline, you want to keep it crisp. It's better off if you don't like grab that fill tool and do all of that. Like, it works sometimes, and other times it can be a bit temperamental. Getting in all of the parts that are going to be uncovered and doing very little of the parts that aren't going to be. I'm not trying to colour in the whole thing. Okay. Now I've got a background. Let's unhide the base colour and go and hide our red line. Where am I? This red line. Okay, the two different yellows do make a difference. Make more of a difference than I had necessarily accounted for, actually. I am gonna go and change my main background colour to see if I'm leaving some gappy mess. I mean, I'm not seeing any messy bits. Maybe a little bit here with a join. Oh, we do have a messy bit because the hair is slightly different on either side. But that's okay. We can easily fix that. Done. So I'm gonna have to rename this. Just so I know what it is, because it's not going to be in the folder. The last thing we have to do is put some eyes on this bad boy. I'm going to change my background back to white now that I'm not looking at whether I've made a mess or not. So we'll see what we want to go for on this one. If we want to go for a darker outline for the eye or a lighter outline. In fact, I could. What did we use for you? We went darker outline. So let's follow the same kind of theme that we've used for other ones. So if we've gone darker outline on that one, let's go darker outline on this one as well. So we went dark and slim. I'm gonna detest freehanding this shape because I detested every time I had to do it for a red line. Or for a black line on some of the others. Or for the sketches for that matter, honestly. Just not a big fan of this like squared circle thing. Not into it. And I'm gonna bet if I do it as a whole with max predictive, it's gonna make it a circle. Yeah. How did I know? How did I know? Let's go half. Let's go half. Well, I say half. But it's not really half. 3 is not half of 5. But it is halfway down that bar that we've got. And it's also going to give me a circle, although that was arguably one of the worst lines I've ever drawn at the bottom of this eye. Let's see what that gave me. It's not terrible. I don't hate it. It's definitely an option. Maybe if we go up to 2. Let's hide this one. And try again. And this one has a big wobble at the bottom. Like major wobble. And that one has a major wobble at the top. And I know it does before I've even hidden the red line. What is this? I like the bottom on this one though, so I might try and fix this. Right, let's take out that whole corner. And redo the corner. Here it doesn't look quite right. Okay, just like making a patchwork eye now. Which is pretty much what I did with all of the red lines as well. Okay, this patchwork isn't too bad. Like, we are more rounded on the inside and more squared on the outside, but I don't hate that. Like, that is what it is. Oh, we've added the eyebrows into this equation, which isn't what I had intended. Okay. And those are definitely better than these. So we've got our shape. Which I knew was going to take me a little bit. But now that I've got that, I can probably cut parts of this and copy and paste it, duplicate it, or what have you for any of the other layers. Hopefully now we have reached the point where we're just going to be like knocking things out. Colour in the inside of my eye. As always with a white layer, we're going to call it white. Because otherwise I will be tempted to delete it as a blank layer later on. As I have done many times. I'm gonna hide my base colour, wherever that may be. Oh, yeah, I forgot I changed the background back to white. And I'm gonna use that to clean up this. Making sure we're cleaning up all of the white, because if, well, I could colour inside the lines, but I choose not to. Okay. We got a white. Can unhide that base again. Now we've got an incredibly cursed look, which is always fan favorite, easily. Easily fan favorite when we've got a cursed look. So I think what we go for with the pupil in this situation is because in our red line we've got like the hollow circle, and I think we are going to do the hollow circle like Animal Crossing characters have, even though it's cursed as heck. And I think we're probably going to make it a grey. I've somehow managed to disappear something over there. I don't know how I managed that, but that's okay. Let's grab a light grey and come into my circle. Probably don't want it at a 10. I'll grab a 5. Oh, I'm still on eraser. So I'm not mad on this grey. Could get away with something a little darker, and I could even put a bit of blue into it, honestly. Because, I mean, his eyes on some of the other ones where we're actually going to have to do the iris are going to be blue. So maybe adding the blue into it. Now the blue did make a difference. So this is going to be the part where this shade of blue becomes important. And let's come in here and take a look at this next to the other blues we have. So we've gone for quite a dark grey blue. And we've got one bright one and one duller option. Ooh, a hiccup sneaking up on me like that. How rude. I'm actually gonna undo that and put it somewhere that isn't on top of everything. I'm gonna hide this and I'm gonna actually try it with the other color options as well, even though they're not too different. Sometimes even a little bit of a color change makes a big difference. Let's come in with my circle again. So that is a lot more impactful, but I don't think I like it. It looks almost purple. No, not big on this one. Let's try again with the lighter option. Hide my red line. That I don't hate. The lighter option is not bad. But then these are closer together in colour. Okay, so we definitely learned something today, and that's that we're gonna go into our palette and I'm gonna get rid of this nonsense that I mixed over here. Oh. I'm gonna grab this one back and fill it in its spot. What do we prefer? Darker or lighter? So this is a bit more grey and this is a bit more blue. I actually kind of prefer more blue in it. Yeah, I think I do. I'm gonna leave the other one as an option anyway. But let's hide our palette and change our background back for a second. And see how we feel about this option. You know something that's just come to mind is I've put this mouth on it, but we could have a round mouth on this one. So let me hide all of these for a hot second. And go for a circle. Because we could do like the standard circle mouth. I don't know what this is. I was gonna say I don't know what this song is, but it's turned into just noise to me. So let's try this. Which is going to be difficult to center, but you know, these things happen. I'm still on a raise. What a surprise. Okay. Centering this is gonna be fun. There. Now let's colour that in and see how we feel about that as an option. Clean up our edges as we go. Would be easier and quicker if I were more decisive. But where would be the fun in that? Now we can go and we can do a tongue. Grabbing this one, coming back in. And we can do I don't know how much of the mouth to fill in. Okay, example say more of the mouth rather than less of the mouth. I do want to leave some space between the moustache and where the tongue starts though. So maybe more like here. Yeah, that seems about right. Make sure I get to the edge and clean all of this up. Hi, Ryan. I mean, I don't hate the round mouth. I might actually prefer it. Wait a minute. This... I need an easy way to switch between the two so I can make a better comparison. I don't even know what to call this one, so it can just be the other one. I don't have to disappear my things off of the face of the earth. Okay, we can unhide them all. And then we can hide this. I like the addition of the arrow instead of just saying me raid like I do. So we can throw in that command. At the moment, I'm trying to decide whether we want a round mouth or like more like the one when you actually do the reaction on Animal Crossing, when you do the shocked reaction. They have more of like this open, downwards turned mouth. Whereas this is more of a like a shocked emoji like you'd get on your phone with the round mouth. So I've done both, and I think I'm leaning towards the round option right now. Maybe we leave it, we stew on it, and we come back to it to make a decision. So this is pretty much done. Haven't decided whether I want to hide the other half of this eyebrow, but I think it sort of adds to the shocked look for it to not be tucked behind the hair. So we might leave that one for now and move on to the next one. Which means I do want to come in here. And I want to... Can I duplicate whole folder? I can. Yes, I can. Okay. Just gonna duplicate that whole folder and peel it down here. Oh, it didn't go in here. That's wonderful. Even better. I wonder where it went. Let me stick all of my red line into one folder. Where did those eyes go? All the way down here. Awesome. Okay, and it still didn't want to drag them back up. Come on. Really? This is still just going to be eyes. Like, we might maneuver them about a bit, but all the layers. Yeah, it's because I'm doing them all on the same thing. I mean, I could separate them out, but why would I do that? Why would I need to do that? Like, I started them all on the same thing, so they all exist on the same thing. Now I've lost my train of thought. Which isn't difficult. I think that means, being as we've completed one, that means it's time for a momentary tea break. which is once again decaf. Although I do actually have caffeinated tea in this house. I don't have I don't have regular coffee. I do have regular tea. And this decaf tea was actually like a box that was given to me free by work just before Christmas. Like, Merry Christmas. I don't think it was quite the Merry Christmas. I think it was left over from something, but you know, these things happen. So for this one, we are gonna have some folders that are gonna be the heart, obviously. Wow. I'm glad my little character's big head covered the spelling of that before I corrected it. And then we're gonna do arms, which is obviously going to include the hands. Plural arms, please. Okay. So let's just knock this one out first, because we can do this pretty easy. I don't think this one's going to be too bad. Although doing this with a red line when it's red, problematic. But worse things have happened, I suppose. In fact, that might be a good calling to maybe do the hands first, because otherwise it's going to be difficult to see the red line. Good night, Bubby. Let's grab ourselves a circle. And grab ourselves our like skin tone outline colour. There we go. We have some hands. Our hands exist. We can even grab this and colour those in. Pretty darn easy. I always forget that it doesn't do both sides. There we go. We own some hands now. The proud owner of a set of hands. Let's go a step further and do our arms as well. And let's do bare arms for now, and we can always add this shirt on over the top. So let's come in with some of this, maybe all the way up, and we'll see what it gives us. This is the thing, is I want it to give us that like bent at the elbow kind of vibe. And I think that's where I'm gonna struggle with this. Like I might need to bring in another line at the top just to give the impression that there's like an elbow in here somewhere. Or do we actually change the shape of the line? Because we could definitely do that. I actually don't think you'd see this much of the arm. Maybe that's where I'm struggling. What am I doing? I don't know anymore. Okay, let's ignore the arm part for now. Let's go back to this heart. Because I'm struggling to figure out whether you're actually going to be able to see the arm or not. Let's grab red. Do I want pink heart? What colour is the heart reaction on Animal Crossing? It's like a pinkish red. Oh dear. Okay, let's try red. And then we can always change our mind later on, I suppose. So I want something slightly darker for an outline. And then okay, that's a good line. But I don't want that. That's probably too much correction. Ooh, our music has run out on that. So let's go back to our usual playlist. Because I don't want this to be like just a straight line. And I want to avoid the bottom ever so slightly. And maybe straight line isn't so bad. We'll see. That's not too bad. Okay. So we do that and then colour this in. Not quite true red, but close enough. I probably want this like up to something huge because this is a large space to fill. Okay. Should probably also clean up some lines. Let's hide that. Clean up where I just snuck out of the line up here. Did I sneak out of the line down here as well? I did. Okay, so our red option, very, very red. Incredibly red. Let's maintain our cursed eye look. Who doesn't love a good set of cursed eyes? Well, not actually cursed eyes, but cursed looking. Cursed to look at. Don't look him in the eyes. He'll curse you. I think what I'm gonna do, if I do my 5 here, and I go for symmetry in the middle. Hello? I was like, why isn't this working? It's not the app, it's me. It's me that's broken. And then move them across. Maybe need something a little bit further out from each other. Maybe closer together, actually. In fact, I'm going to do them separately, because otherwise they're going to bother me. Hi, Strong Mom. Sorry, I was in the zone for a moment there. Probably been here like the whole time and I didn't notice. Okay, there, we've got some eyes. I feel like the one we just did is not as good as the other one. Better. Okay, so we've got some eyes. On top of those, well, okay, let's one thing at a time. Before we go and put anything else on them, might as well colour them in. Okay. They're coloured in. I need to hide the red line to clean up this line. And of course, I even coloured over the line. Of course I did. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I? Who wouldn't? How could you not? Okay, there's one. Still looking cursed. Apparently the process of art is just a cursed process at this point. Well, maybe not for everybody, but for me, definitely. This is like, make 101 cursed images with Sarah. Okay, so we got some eyes that need some pupils. Where did my red line think that these should be? And I'm gonna steal this darker blue. And I'm gonna come in and just drop a heart oval in here. Whoa. Maybe we want to keep it small. Keeping it even on both sides, honestly, some of the hardest parts of this. Because it means like just doing the same thing over and over again sometimes. Okay, we got some eyes that aren't wholly cursed. Yeah, my problem is I don't think I'm gonna leave the... I don't think I'm gonna leave the heart red. I think I'm gonna make it pink. And I might also change the eyes after all of that nonsense. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hi, Krabby Crossing. Welcome in. I hope you are doing well today. Let's grab, like, literally right from the middle of the palette in the red. Let's hide this and do... Let's do both. I wanna see how I feel if we do this and go like real overboard. That's an absolutely terrible heart that I've drawn in there. I prefer the colour though. Prefer the colour. So what if we do that in here? Then it looks real grey. Okay. Because I feel like I don't want it too bright. Because the rest of the image is kind of like a more wishy-washy. So right now I'm feeling like we're going much too bright. Every color I put on this, I'm gonna be like, but I hate it. But I hate it. Somewhere here. This I don't detest. It's a nice pink. It stands out from the others. Now, do we want to leave a red outline or do we want to mix a new outline? I'm gonna say mix a new one. Buy red outline. Let's hide this and unhide this. Come and grab ourselves a brighter pink for our outline. Put myself 2 layers back in here. Come out of this and go back into this for an outline. Please, RNGesus, be good to me. I say that like RNG has actually anything to do with this. Please, wrist, be good to me. Make good motions. Good heart shape. Plus. It's a good shape. We like this one. I think it does require a little bit of cleaner because it is shrunken in a little bit from what we had filled in before. Okay. I like it better already. And then I want to turn this all the way back down. I am glad you feel that way. I think this is a very hit and miss thing to watch on my channel. This doing the art is probably one of the quieter streams that I do, but I enjoy it. That's why we're here. I enjoy the peaceful vibes, having more opportunity to say sit and talk to people rather than focusing on a game. Like I like a good chill vibe. But I have to admit the numbers don't do well, but the numbers can suck it because I enjoy it. You see, a lot of people have actually told me that I should do it on Twitch, and I did do a couple over on Twitch. I did some like fan art stuff rather than some commissions for soy over on Twitch. But I didn't I didn't enjoy it over there. Like, YouTube is my home. it didn't feel right. Okay. Let's this is how you know that you can't draw. What is happening? Why do they all look terrible? Marginally better. Actually, I tell you what we can do. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, I know that because, I mean, let's put it this way. As much as my channel is a tiny little channel that's sort of thrown together, like, I do everything myself, like, all of my, like, donation stuff and all of my well, I think the only thing that I didn't do myself is my actual profile picture, which was done by a friend of mine before I started as like, here you go, this is a starting out gift. But other than that, I do everything myself. Yeah. But I also manage other channels, so I understand how it works. It's just a matter of like, it can be disheartening for sure to be like, well, this is the thing that I love to do, and this is the one thing that people don't watch. Although I know YouTube is struggling recently, because my last art stream, when I finished it up, I had got like 50 views on it. And then when I looked at it yesterday, it had 17. I was like, how? What the heck? Where did they all go? They can't have all been alt accounts or bots. Like, come on. Some like little grippy, grabby, like the wrinkles in this cushion heart thing that we've got going on. Just so it's not like completely blank. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's weird. Like, I understand that they'll probably be added back after they've like taken a look at like what was going on, because I did have quite a few of the chatbots, but not enough to warrant them all being taken off to be like, we need to look into this. It wasn't that bad. How are we gonna do this? What are we gonna do for these eyes? Because you're looking real cursed right now, boy. I'm just gonna put these over here because they please me, while I'm figuring out what to do with the rest of this, even though they're like all wibbly wobbly, but that's fine. It's part of the effect, right? How do you draw like loving eye? Oh, although saying that is like a little bit uncomfy. A little bit uncomfy. Okay, so when the Animal Crossing character does it, they actually have half closed eyes. Okay. Let's see. Let me grab my palette back out. Good grief. Maybe not do like wide open. In fact, no, I don't want a straight line. I want something a little curvier. Do I want it wider on the outside? Unclear. Maybe a little bit, but not by much. And I don't want it to actually go outside of the eye, because here, dude, and I don't want it to look like too girly. So maybe just a tiny touch outside. Which would mean that this top line would be this colour. Whoa, didn't like that. Let's try lower down and then erase up. It really doesn't like this. Come on. Okay. So we've got an eyelid. Here is an eyelid that does exist here. It looks terrible. It's very squared in this corner. What did I do? What did I do? Let's try that again. Maybe let's go off of the red line. Maybe let's create our own line. We're not enjoying the lines that we had made previously. Let's make our own. Maybe something a bit more rounded. Come on, you don't want to do some correction for me? Okay. How do we feel about this one? Better. Rounded is better. Now, what do we actually want to put in the eye? Do we want to go with the hearts? It looks kind of sad now, though. Oh no. Maybe if I move it up, it'll look less sad. It does look a little less sad if I move them up. I don't think I'm actually gonna do the hearts. I think I'm gonna do the blue circles. Wait, where did my... Did I just remove... Oh, I did that on a white layer, that's why. How rude of me. I think I'm gonna... do like a bashful thing. Okay. Looks a little unimpressed right now. Could do this. Still looks a little unimpressed, but still. If I could actually draw like a decent heart, that would be also wonderful. Let's maybe draw a heart that I don't hate and then duplicate that for both. I'll tell you what I could do. Let's go split you down the middle. Nice little heart. Duplicate this. It's a little less intrusive than the red or pink eyes. I still think he kind of looks a little unimpressed. I think that's more to do with the eye shape though. Get rid of this one. Go back in here. I wanna... steal myself one of these once again. Okay, so I think the wide-eyed look is gonna pull it off a little bit more for us. Because although the heart react in Animal Crossing is more of a like a dreamy look, I don't think there's any way without me angling and doing more shading and things for me to make it to a point where I'm happy with it looking that way. So maybe the open eyes is a start. We could also... Where am I? Excuse me? So let's get rid of all of this nonsense. In the bin with you. We can also give him some like little eye boos, like, please. This is for sure what eyebrows look like. You can't tell me otherwise. What does an excited face look like? Not Animal Crossing because they don't own eyebrows. Okay, a bunch of them have closed eyes. If I do like a hyper excited, like really high raised eyebrows. Yeah, that's exactly why I put it on, because for some reason me doing the little eyebrows made me think of it and I was like, that is hilarious. So like a high eyebrow is really like, come on, please, please. Maybe we actually go and steal the eyebrows from in here as well. Let's duplicate this and steal these eyebrows. Like, I don't love them, but I don't hate them. I think they're a bit too much for this one. Make him angry. I am going to give you this whether you like it or not. Have eyebrows all the way up here, like, please. Like, I want it to be a bit gentler, so like I was thinking like tiny little ones. That's why I was putting them out here, because I think they look a bit more like inquisitive. Like, please. I tell you what we could do, actually. I'm getting rid of this. What we could do. Let me grab this white. We could do some like little eye shinies, or I've got it on this and I don't want it there. Do some like, please. I don't hate the eye shinies. I think They need better placement though. They need better placement. So our other ones, we've got like a light source more up here. So if we do it the other way around, might make a bit more sense for us. Yeah, I prefer it with the bigger one at the top. I think. I say that and now I'm not so sure. Oh dear. Let's try it the other way again. Let's try it the other way again. I feel like this looks more sad. Like the glistening at the bottom is almost like tears welling up. Whereas this looks more like shiny ice. To me, anyway. Personally, that's how it feels. Why has my music gone quiet? Oh, it's this song again. Silly thing. Okay. But we could still do some eyeboos. Just do the one eyebrow. Have him like the Rock, have like one down and then one up. Like, huh? What does he call it? The people's eyebrow. I know it's a thing. So let's have one down here. And the other one going like this. You sure? You sure you don't want this? Oh dear. What am I like? I'm sure he is gonna watch this and be like, why am I not surprised that it turned to this? We do them low and then turning upwards. Like, I don't know if excited... Oh, I don't know. These eyebrows have got me tripping. Like, I'd look at a picture of his face, but his face in real life, although he's very expressive, he's a very pale blonde man whose eyebrows basically don't exist. Which is a mood. Being blonde myself, I know this mood. Because I'm one of these where, like, I have to draw my eyebrows on. Because they basically don't exist from, like, the halfway point of my eye outwards. Yeah, I'm not gonna cover them over until I've decided, like, where I want them to be. Because there's no point in me faffing with all of this hair part until I've decided, like, yeah, this is definitely where well, if I wanted the eyebrows to be here, then obviously they'd basically not exist. But if we want them, like, down here and looking a little bit more unsure, then obviously I'd hide that little bit there. And probably put them behind the glasses a little bit as well, maybe. I feel like that looks too sad. I still low-key kind of like the angry... Do the angry wiggle look. Just make his whole life an eyebrow. Okay, that's... Let's just put in some options. We know we're not going to use that angry look. Okay, I'm gonna hide all of those eyebrows and come back to this. Because I feel like I've been staring at those eyebrows for, like, my entire life right now. So we can hide this one off for a second. Hide that one as well. And come in and do this one. Do some work on this one before we run out of time completely. Although we're not running out just yet. We've been going for a while, but it's only 10 o'clock, you know? And I want to get out at least the base or majority of this one before I decide I'm done. So let's open this up. Come in and do a group and name it redline. And put in all of my faint red lines. I think I'm gonna leave out the text and the confetti stuff that I drew. Throw that all into one, and then I can hide these, and that's my sketch. And what do we have on this one? We've got mouse, obviously. We got our arms, and we got some eyes. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So we're gonna get out at least this before we do the text and confetti and stuff. Arms is a nice easy one to knock off first. I don't want it to go off the screen. I don't mind if it overlaps the glasses and eyes a little bit more than it does in the red line. Not a terrible thing. Might want to get rid of that while I'm doing some colouring. Okay, so we got some hats. Pumping it up in the air, like they just don't care. That works. Hi, Emma. Welcome in. It is good to have you. You can finally make it. I assume you're probably in a different time zone to myself. Which I know that makes it a struggle for some people, so happy time zone wherever you may be. Good time zone, whatever it is that they say. I suppose it's good time zone because it's supposed to be like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone to you too. Now, I don't know where these arms exactly spawn from. But somewhere down here. Hello, Jeffro. We got Jeffro. Okay. Grabbing some more colour. Welcome in, my dude. And a good time zone to you too. We got some solid work done today on our emotes. Okay, the arms that appear from nowhere now exist. That is a thing that exists. The arms that appear from nowhere, and obviously we'll fix the fact that they appear from nowhere. But we've at least got a base for them down right now. Can easily get a mouse in here. Yeah, this is my last one before I call it for the day. I want to get this one to a point where it's looking decent. So what kind of eyes we got on this red line? We got some closed eyes. So for our eyes we might just take our outlining and do one of these on both sides preferably. Give him some eyeballs up here. We're gonna call that our eyes for now, just as a like temporary thing, so he doesn't look too cursed when I hide this. Still a little bit cursed, but not as cursed. Let's slim this all the way down to come in and do some mouth in here. Got a nice crispy line. Okay. Don't need this one on, but I will take some of this. Clean up my lines. In fact, I might as well clean up the majority of this as well. grab that mustache line preemptively. Now I've got one in here. Perfect. Let's open up that red line and see where we estimated the tongue would fall on this one. Okay. Some corrective. Gotta cook. Ooh, what are we having nice? What are we making? So I'm thinking after this, I've got some like cookie mix rolled up and in the freezer, so that when I want cookie, like I make them in mass because I'm one person that lives alone, and then freeze them and like cut them up and cook them when I want them. So I'm thinking after this I might make some cookies. I hate this line. How do we feel about this one? Better. This much better. And to be fair, all I had for dinner today was just some curly fries that I did in the air fryer function on my multi-cooker, because the ultimate laziness. Okay, we got a mouse. Doesn't look too bad like this. And obviously there's going to be some text covering the bottom here, so the arms to nowhere are probably going to stay as arms to nowhere. I do want to get in some of this confetti though, so let's hide this. And let's figure out what colours we want to go on for the confetti. So we definitely need that like mint green colour. So if I go way back up, which one had the I think it was Cry. Let's steal the darker version of this. And come in over the top of it. I want, I don't know, a 10, something nice and chunky. In fact, I want to do maybe a similar pattern on either side, but not the same colours. So maybe we do... Oh, it's because I'm on a razor and I'm like, wait a minute, why is this not working? What are we on here? Yeah, 3 should be fine. overcorrecting for sure. Okay. Okay, now what other colours do we want to put in here? Maybe a purple. Hi, Nerfmit. Welcome in. It's actually been so long I don't remember my own bot commands. Are we gonna do space mark nurse? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should go more of a blue in here somewhere. Okay. Got blue. We can go more like proper green. Let's go darker maybe. No, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. I always have to. This is an application called Autodesk Sketchbook. From last I heard, the last person that went to look for it, because this is a free drawing application, told me that they no longer actually make this application. So now I can't delete it if I ever get something better, because it's although it's free, like it doesn't have like a bunch of options. There are a lot of things that it can't do. But because it's saved on here and it's no longer made, and now it's like I have a copy and most people don't, so it might be worth something in the future. Just, you know, clear everything off of this hard drive and sell it on. I doubt it'd be anything like that. It's not like a super popular thing by a name brand or anything. I should imagine the hard drive would probably cost more. Me and my obsession with being like, it has to be like a terabyte hard drive. It can't be like Can't ever just get like a normal size hard drive. No. Where's the fun in that? Let's go with a pink. Hide the red that's underneath it. I like that. I think that's pretty good. I think we went a bit overboard on the blue. Something's telling me that I don't like this one here. Maybe we just make that a pink one. Because we didn't actually put very much pink in the end. Nope. Maybe we switch these. There we go. That feels better. Maybe the blue's a bit too bright. Maybe that's why it feels like I went a bit overboard on the blue. Maybe let's find something a little bit more chill. I think blue is the right colour choice. But maybe we tone it down a little bit. I missed one. Yeah, I prefer this blue. For sure. For sure. So I'm gonna drop that in our red line folder. Although it didn't end up in there. Of course it didn't. What the heck? Just disappeared off the face of the earth. So the only thing I need for this one is the text. which I'm going to do on a separate application because hand doing text, not my favorite for sure. For sure not my favorite. But it's probably going to be some more like filled in bubble text type deal. It's not quite like this. So let's say probably not red either. Let's be honest here. Let's grab like something real thick. Let's change our background color to grey so I can see. Hi Alice, welcome in. How are you doing on this fine day? I'm like 20. No, I want thicker than this. Gosh, dang. Me attempting to do some like text is not lending itself well to this at all. Yeah, we're definitely doing the text on another application. Okay. Hi, Driftwood. Pretty sure I've got a command for you. I must do. We've done hype. We just need to do the text. The other ones we've got our little heart boy here. Eyebrows. Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll figure that out at some point. Nightbot, hello. Are you alive? Are you awake? No? Okay. Why you curse me like this, Nightbot? Darn thing doesn't do its job properly. This is Driftwood's link. If anybody wants to check out Driftwood's, apparently Nightbot decides that did I spell it wrong? Is that what happened here? I don't know. I don't know what went wrong here. Who knows? Who knows what happened here? Yeah, Nightbot's being rude right now. But that's okay. It can have its moments. We all do. Nightbot. I mean, my favourite instance of Nightbot is on my Discord my Nightbot is actually just called NPC, non-player character. So we've done our heart today, and we've done our shocked boy today, which is still... Oh yeah, where's our background for this? We've got a background for this as well. So we've done some things today. We did cry yesterday, and we did our Angie boy yesterday, and we did laugh the first day. So we've basically got like the full base set right now, which is why we left hype to last, because that's a pretty hype time. But there are another 3 that I'm gonna be rendering out, and after doing some research as to how many you can actually put on YouTube, I think I can actually share the other 3 with you guys. Because here's the thing, like, we were operating under the assumption you could only put 6 on YouTube, and then the rest of them would be for over on the Discord. Or if there was, like, you could maybe do 8, then we'd leave it to a vote. But looking at it, actually, you can put way more emotes on. It just depends on how many members you actually get for a YouTube channel. So the other ones that we have is our boy... Oh, let me hide the base color, because I actually blacklined these in case we were going to do a vote for it. So we've got our boy drinking some coffee. We've got thinking boy. And we got my personal favorite of these 3, good old Facepalm. So there is your sneak peek to future projects. Of course, we have our other sketches in here, which are absolute craziness now. In fact, I can't even put it with the base color on. Not our reference. Oh, everybody needed to see that clearly. So if we put our red line base on, we had our like original sketches for some other ideas, little like cool thumbs up, like just a generic waving face, like looking down, playing a Switch, and some food options. So we had some options up in here. But I think for now we're gonna call it good. We're gonna call it good. I'm gonna leave it back on this one because this is our base for all of them. I'm gonna change this back before I start doing something the next time I come in. But let's see who we got going on the tube view. Because I guarantee there are some people. There are a bunch of people live right now. Okay. Let's see what we got. Villager hunt. Cool. 36 watching though, so maybe not. 6 watching. Six watching seems to be a more reasonable mix between what I've got and what they've got. So I'm going to be sending you over to some Animal Crossing. obviously. So let me type in this command, and we are heading over to Crimson Island. It helps if I spell raid without 2 R's. To send them some love and support on their Animal Crossing Villager Hunt stream. Thank you to everybody who joined me today. Thank you for the 12 likes on the stream. Thank you to anybody who subscribed, whether it sets off my notifications or not. We still appreciate you anyway. Link for the Discord down in the description if you are 13 years or older. There is also a link to a Tumblr page with all of my previous artworks, and when these are done they will also be added to that if you want to check that out. If you want to share your artwork over on our Discord, please do. I would absolutely love to see it, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye bye.